So this is a project I basically have been planning out for the past few days, given the news about Pokémon Home. Well, not Pokémon Home, about Pokémon Bank, and it basically being shut down. It sucks. I wish we had more time. But clearly we don't, so I am now on a 6-month timer to catch Shadow Lugia and a few other Shadow Pokemon, transfer them all the way up through to Scarlet and Violet, and beat as many Pokemon champions as I can with them. The reason why it's bad that Bank is shutting down is obviously there's the loss of connectivity between the generations, such as Gen 6 and 7. Those two now will no longer be able to communicate. And then there's also Poké Transporter, which is being shut down, meaning that the DS games, so Black and White, Black 2, White 2, they can't communicate with X and Y. Or, well, with Pokémon Bank and then X and Y. Along with this, there's so many unique Pokemon, such as Shadow Lugia, as I've already mentioned, the Pokemon Ranger Manaphy. So many Pokemon that are now just completely cut off, and that is such a devastating loss to the history of Pokemon. Like, I can't think of anything quite like this with other games, because not many other games allow you to transfer your, well, in this case it's creatures, but in other games like Destiny or Gear didn't transfer between the first and the second, or closest I can think of is Mass Effect, but that was only a trilogy of games and that was designed with the story decisions transferring over in mind. But even then, the loss of Pokémon Bank and Poké Transporter is significant, and I am genuinely upset because this could have been avoided. We could have had Poké Transporter feature built into X and Y. We could have had a similar feature built into Sun and Moon for transferring Pokemon from generations 5 to 6 and then 6 to 7. But instead, we don't have that. So, my plan of action, as I'm going to be calling this Episode 0, given I don't have any gameplay yet, Episode 0 will be, well, me explaining the plan of action. Objective 1, I need to get a Game Boy Advance and a GameCube link cable, because I do have a Wii that is compatible with the link cable, and I do have a copy of Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD, but I don't have everything I need to move Pokemon to and from those games, which is a shame. So that's priority 1, is making sure I have those. Priority 2 is playing through Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD, catching as many Shadow Pokemon as I can, and transferring them up through into the later generations. But one thing I do want to do, specifically with Lugia, is take that against a bunch of the different champions throughout the generations. So Steven, Lance, Red, Alder, Iris, Diantha, etc. I want this Lugia to be the most decorated veteran I've ever had in terms of old Pokemon, even though this one will be obtained in 2026, which doesn't make sense. Well, it makes sense in my head, but doesn't make sense when you go, oh, but you didn't obtain it back in like 2007, or whatever. You know, whenever Colosseum and XD released. I'm gonna put that on the video here. So yeah, that's basically my goals with this video series. It's motivated by the sudden, fleeting time left we have with Pokemon Bank and Poké Transporter. Something that we all knew was coming, but I think we all thought we had more time. Anyway, so hopefully I will have... Ooh, I should probably discuss how I'm actually going to format this. This isn't going to be like a traditional playthrough, this is going to be more like a vlog style, oh, here's what I managed to do, here's what I need to do type video. I might stream some of my progress on Colosseum and XD, but we will see about that. That just depends on how motivated I am to entertain live while playing this game. Because I have everything I need to stream from my Wii, I can do it. I've tested video footage of Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii with it, so I can do that, but we will see if this is something I stream as well as make videos on. So I hope you all enjoyed episode 0 of Pokemon The Race to Save XD001, and hopefully you tune in for more. I need an outro of some kind.